Dobre. Ej, tam i ga treba za Kruševac.
Ja sam da nešto te bio kad si. Ajde ti me zoli, sad imam signal, sad imam telefon. Vespa, vespa.
Hey ladies and germs, Xavier here for Hum of the Earth. Signing in from the big town or small city of Kruševac. Situated in south central Serbia. Has a urban population of about 60,000. And the area administered by the city surrounding it is of about 140,000 people here in the southern highlands of Serbia. Kruševac was founded in 1371 by Prince Lazar as a fortified town. And here are what I believe are the only remains of that fortification. Here is the city statue of Prince Lazar, who after the disintegration of the Serbian Empire was in control of the most powerful Serbian state, which was the Moravian Serbia in this area. So in addition to constructing or being behind the construction of the fortress that was here in Krusevac, it was also behind the construction of this monastery here. Which is a great example of Serbian medieval architecture. One of the reasons why it was able to construct this church is because Prince Lazar had the backing of the Serbian Orthodox Church, who recognized Lazar as the leader of the Serbian people. although the church recognized Lazar as being the leader of the Serbian people, the Serbian nobility did not recognize him as such. But despite the lack of support from the Serbian nobility, Lazar still wanted to reconstruct the Serbian Empire. And continued to rule Moravian Serbia from 1371 to 1389. It was in 1389 that the Ottoman Empire decided it was time to take this area. And that's when the Battle of Kosovo happened. Not to be confused with the War of Kosovo in the 1990s. So this was a very bloody battle in which, in a way, both sides lost, both the Ottoman Empire and the Moravian Serbians here, because of just the high percentage of casualties on both sides. Neither really got the result that they wanted. And here is the monument, as you can see there, 1389, that commemorates this tragic event. An event in which Prince Lazar was slain. After the battle, Lazar's widow, Milica, that we're looking at now, took over his seat as the leader of the Moravian Serbia until 1390, when she eventually accepted Ottoman suzerainty of the area. In the early 1940s, along with the rest of Serbia, Kruševac was invaded by Nazi Germany, who were part of the Axis powers during the Second World War. During the Nazi occupancy, if you were proven to be a patriot or some kind of rebel to the Axis powers, the majority of the time you would be executed for those beliefs. So many were killed here in Krusevac. I do mean here specifically. Slobodiste Park, which is one of the places where a lot of the executions took place. The worst time being the summer of 1943. Slobodiste means freedom. The intention of the creation of the park was meant to remind people of the fragility of life. But also celebrating the indestructible sense of life. In the time following World War II, Krusevac's economy flourished. The biggest industry being the production of heavy industrial machinery. A time when Serbia was part of the Yugoslav Empire, or the country called Yugoslavia. Here's the city's peace monument, which was erected in 1997. But somewhat ironically, only 2 years after this monument was built is when there was the NATO bombing of Serbia following or in during the disbandment of Yugoslavia. In addition to the bombings, members of the NATO countries laid economic sanctions on Serbia. Naturally, the inability to export your products to these countries with big economic buying power, this had a negative impact on the country of Serbia in general, but specifically to a city like Kruševac, which now had many factories producing products that used to be exported. And to make things worse, there were economic changes after the federal government was overthrown in 2002 that further had more negative impacts on the production of products in Serbia, and once again specifically in Kruševac. Between the years of 2002 and 2014, there were 27 factories that closed in Kruševac, leading to the loss of 11,000 jobs, which put the unemployment rate in the city at 59%. Thankfully, Kruševac and Serbia in general are slowly starting to recover from these economic low points. So I hope you enjoyed this city tour and history of Kruševac. If you did, you might also want to watch my previous video, which was a video of a city 70 kilometers north, which was twice the former capital of Serbia, and that is the city of Krusevac. And next up on the channel will be a video of the city of Niš, which I hear is a very pretty city. So I'm looking forward to that. And I've also made a longer video called Journey Through Southern Serbia, where I bicycle through this half of the country, which is the more mountainous and prettier part of the country, in my opinion. And I also have a video called Journey Through Northern Serbia, where you can see what Serbians are like. I was lucky enough to get some very generous hospitality, and I got to see what life was like in a small Serbian village. So that was a pretty cool time and a pretty cool video. I also did other videos of the cities worth visiting in northern Serbia, which is Belgrade, Novi Sad, and Subotica. And I was here in Serbia as part of a larger journey, bicycling through Central and Eastern Europe. And before that, I bicycled from Cape Town, South Africa to Nairobi, Kenya. So bicycling through half of Africa. And before that, I bicycled from Canada, where I'm from, all the way to southern Patagonia in Argentina. And all those videos are available on this same YouTube channel, Hum of the Earth. And if you'd like to see an interactive map of everywhere that I went and everything that I got to see and do, that's available over on my website. Follow thehumoftheearth.com. where you can click on the different links, the different locations, and see the various blog posts and videos that I've made of these places. And if you'd like to follow my continuing adventures, once again bicycling through Central and Eastern Europe, you can do so by clicking on the red subscribe button below the video and clicking on the bell to be notified when new videos come out. All right, so that's gonna do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one.